This Lekgotla has provided clear direction on what needs to be done to end the energy crisis as a matter of extreme urgency and to establish a firm foundation for energy security and sustainability into the future. We must welcome the contribution from Mr. Anil Sardana from India in the way that he shared the Indian experience with us, an experience which I believe enriched our discussions and provided international perspective on how our own challenges can best be addressed. The contribution by Comrade Tintswalo Makubele on the impact of load shedding on communities, small businesses and cooperatives and the farming sector ensured that our approach takes proper account of the devastating consequences of load shedding on the economy and on the livelihoods of our people generally. The Lekgotla agreed that energy security is very central to our country's national interest, our country's national sovereignty, and national security. Without energy security, we will not be able to achieve our other developmental priorities, such as building a transformed, inclusive, growing, and job-creating economy. We will not be able to have food security, water security, and an improving education sector. Our healthcare will remain challenged. Our various other projects such as housing, transportation, and other basic services as a whole will remain severely challenged. We should welcome the perspective from commissions, and we're rather pleased that our commissions had very deep and extensive discussions on the challenges that our country faces. We welcome their perspectives on addressing the energy crisis and how government, acting together with the broader society, can advance the efforts and the initiatives to address this challenge. As the ANC, we have undertaken to playing an active role in mobilizing all sections of society behind the Energy Action Plan. There's clear direction from the Lekgotla that we must resolve the immediate task of load shedding within a much shorter time frame than what has been projected. A set of actions has been set out to achieve that objective. There was talk about a declaration of a national state of disaster, like what we did when we faced COVID-19, and there's broad agreement that we should move in that direction. Work is already underway within government to establish whether the legal requirements for the declaration of a national state of disaster are met and what specific actions we would be empowered to undertake to urgently resolve load shedding within the framework of a national state of disaster. This matter is going to receive urgent attention in government processes. It will also be discussed more fully and thoroughly at the government Lekgotla, which will be taking place in the next few days. And it is a matter that should be attended to and resolved without delay. It was observed that it would be necessary to have a national state of disaster because that would enable us to have the instruments that would be necessary to fully address the challenge that our nation faces. I must add that this proposal has been articulated in a number of consultations that we have held with a number of role players, from traditional leaders to social formations, community-based organizations, to trade unions, business, and many others. So I'd like to say that this matter is being addressed with the urgency that it requires. The Lekgotla agreed that a decisive national energy crisis action plan must be rolled out with a serious focus on the mobilization of the whole of government and society, so that this whole process should not be seen as the responsibility of government alone. This Lekgotla has agreed that coordination of our response also needs to be escalated to the most senior levels of government, and that we need to communicate more clearly, and the message must be clear. Yes, there should be many voices, but the message should be a singular message so that there is no confusion amongst our people. And this we shall do.
The work